Hi guys, welcome to Everything Blockchain. SUI's been crazy lately. The ITA drop has people feeling all sorts of things, and now SUI Play is out. Did you order one? Anyway, I'm not here to talk about any of that. Today is about something way simpler. A low-risk DeFi play in the SUI ecosystem that actually makes sense. I'll walk you through a mix of old and new protocols, nothing too degen, just smart ways to earn without doing too much. Let's get into it. I've got some DEEP and WAL sitting in my wallet. First thing I'm going to do is deposit my DEEP into AlphaSui. It gets supplied to Navi, earns interest and rewards, and everything's auto compounded. Plus I get some alpha tokens on top. It's simple, low effort yield. Also, I did deposit a ton of DEEP in Navi as well. While we're on the topic of AlphaSui, let's also check out their lending protocol, AlphaLend. I'm going to deposit some SUI here. It's earning around 5.63% as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow Blue against it. The borrow APR is pretty low, which is why I'm doing so. I'm going to take this Blue and drop it into the Blue Vault on the Bluefin app, which is currently giving around 6.15% APR. Nice little loop to squeeze some extra yield. And while we're already on Bluefin, I'm also going to add liquidity to the WAL pool, again because I have both these assets in my wallet. The APR is solid, so it just made sense. Next, I'm also depositing some of my WAL into Scallop. It is offering an APY of 80%, which is really good. Obviously, the rate moves around, so keep an eye on it, but for now, it's a strong option. I'm also depositing some WAL into Navi. This is mainly to be used as collateral later to borrow SUI. Plus, it's earning over 40% APR right now, so that's not bad. Then I also have some SUI in my wallet, which I'm going to deposit here. It's offering an APR of over 4%. It's not massive, but it's pretty decent for an ecosystem LST. Now let's hop over to Aftermath because the goal isn't just to earn, it's also to touch as many protocols as possible. I'm adding liquidity to the pool with the highest TVL, which is AlphaSui. Once that's in, I'll head to the farms tab and stake this LP. By doing this, it's going to give me an APR between 1.8 to 3.7%. Next, we are going to head to Suilend. As you can see, I've already deposited a few assets here, mostly they're ecosystem LSTs. Against that, I'm going to borrow 600 SUI. The reason I'm borrowing is because the APR is barely anything. It's just 0.3%, so a pretty decent play, I'd say. I'm also going to be adding Magma to the mix. I've got some VSUI in my wallet, so I'm providing liquidity in the VSUI pool, which is currently offering over 4%. Nothing crazy here, but adding new protocols and keeping strategy low risk as stated in the start. Now let's head to Momentum, a protocol we've used before and one that's doing pretty well right now. If you're using an OKX wallet, you actually get boosted rewards thanks to a running collab. As for my play, I'm keeping it really simple. I'm adding liquidity to the SUI pool, which has an APR of over 5% and also gets me 2x Brits. Next up, we're going to check out Magma Finance. They've got these wallets, as you can see, that offer decent APYs, and for SUI, it's about 8% as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit 50 SUI into the wallet and let it do its thing. Alright, I've been saving the best for the last. Let's head back to Navi. Quick side note, I had some extra SUI which I deposited into Navi to boost my collateral and borrow more SUI, because the borrow rate on Navi is 0.65%. Now this strategy is a bit different from the others, so pay attention. Here's the move. I borrow 750 SUI against the collateral that I've deposited, swap this 750 SUI to SUI and deposit this SUI back into Navi. What I'm essentially doing is I'm increasing my collateral so I can borrow more SUI, swap it back to SUI and then redeposit. You get where this is going, right? It's a loop-in strategy. Pretty low risk if done carefully, but of course none of this is financial advice. Keep good margins and don't overdo it. Once I'm done looping, loop as many times as you wish to or don't if you do not want to. I take the final bit of the borrowed SUI, swap a portion of it into OSHI SUI on Sprint SUI. and then I deposit this into Suilend, which is currently giving around 5.8% for AlphaSui. And that's it. That's a wrap. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments section and I will be happy to answer them for you. I'll be back with another video another time. Till then, take care. Bye.